Duel Review is brought to you by NexusDigitalComics.com. All right, on today's episode, we do our focal point. I'm RJ.
And I can smell what the Rock is cooking.
Let's get to it.
Don't know what it is. Jambalaya!
Jambalaya. Okay, today is August 3rd, and we're going to be doing our focal point. So, we're going to bring a couple of arcade games to your attention if you haven't heard or played them. Of course, you probably have. The first one we're going to talk about is Limbo, and it was quite big for a while. It's on Xbox Live, 360 Live, and the other one would be Marvel Pinball, which I can get addicted to, so I thought I'd share my addiction.
Okay.
And I think it was done well. So we just played through the entire Limbo. It's actually a very short game.
Yeah.
But tell me what you think.
Well,
It was your first time.
You're right. I was a Limbo virgin before now, and I loved it. I liked it thoroughly. It's I can liken it to a Newgrounds game. You know, if you've ever played Newgrounds, but to give it its own
Identity?
To give it its own price tag, I guess, would I don't know if I would spend money on that. How much was it?
It was like $10.
That game for $10, I can get full games, from GameStop.
Yeah, that's true. That's very true. I bought it when it was at its zenith, and everybody said you need to play this game, and so maybe it's come down since then, but the game is very stylistic.
Yes.
Very interesting with the audio cues, and it's fun to watch him die over and over in different ways.
Yeah.
But it can get frustrating, of course. There's one or two parts that we both
got stuck on, because the puzzles were just
quite a while.
Just didn't get it.
Well, yeah, there was just no visual cue to where you needed to go necessarily. It was kind of like you finally tried an error, and then all of a sudden in the middle something would happen. Like it was really close to the end, the one that we really got stuck on, and there was just this little arrow panel, and I thought it was just telling you where you need to go.
Yeah, not that it was an active key.
Right, and so if you pass that point, or you turn it on, and things happen. So anyway, but yeah, the big praise is the style and the audio and all that. And all that is praiseworthy for sure.
Yes, absolutely.
The music, what music there is, it's really more like, stingers and things that they use in films, just to kind of audio cues to tell you what's, when
what's coming, what's happening.
When the action is amped up. And those really come in very eloquently. Otherwise, it's just kind of silent, and you hear a creaking from the crate that's in the water, or you hear the water a little bit, you hear gears in the background, you hear children in the background, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really quite something.
It was an experience.
Yeah, for sure. If you haven't, I'm sure you know somebody with it. You should go check it out if you haven't already.
Yeah.
I would like to see more of these games. I understand the whole price tag thing. It was fairly short. Even playing through it the first time when I didn't know anything about it, and it took me a while to get to different stages. When I ended, it felt like it ended very abruptly, and it was just far too short. They do a good job of rationing new gimmicks.
Yeah.
As far as the anti-gravity and then the magnets and the whatever. But I would like to see a longer version with possibly some more story.
Well, with puzzle games like that, though, how long could it be before you just get frustrated and gave up? When I was playing, I was really close to the end. I didn't know that I was really close, and I was like, I can't do this. Yeah, I'm kind of done here.
Well, yeah, they'd have to change some things for sure. But the only other puzzle game that I know of that's really long that everybody loves is like Portal. But it definitely has some heavy story.
Right, and you got the comedy in the background that keeps you interested and entertained.
So this is kind of it's a sleepy game. It's one of those games that my wife loves just because she can read a book and be on the couch with me while I play it, because it's not very disturbing. It doesn't disturb her. Although some of the scenes of the child being chopped up or whatever are disturbing.
but disturbing.
I love the depth of field they created and the light, the dark and the light.
No, yeah,
that's really fun.
They absolutely do that very well. There's like no color; it's just black and white. Your character is a shadow, and the foreground is a shadow, and the background is really what lights up.
Right, lights up.
Thank you. And that's very interesting to play through. You can't really tell if it's grass or a bear trap on the floor.
Yeah.
And you kind of run right into it, and that kind of
it's definitely made so that you have these pitfalls and you run into them blindly,
right,
over and over. That's kind of half the fun. But there's a creepy spider in it, and there's some fun things. I do wish that crap. I lost my train of thought.
About the ending.
Yeah. Oh, that's it. Yeah, the story. I wish that there was a little more story.
I didn't even know there really was a story until he told me that
he was looking for a sister.
He was looking for a sister, right?
I mean, that's basically the crux, and that's what I've been told. But there's nothing in the game really to tell you that. It's just at the end he finds this little girl, and we're not going to spoil it for you. But really, there needs to be more story there. I mean, I wish there was more story there or something to explain. And they could have figured out some kind of creative thing to, expose the story.
Right.
Something. Anyway, it is definitely worth a look, and it's a beautiful game, and I look forward to more from that developer.
Right, I would say that if your friend has it, play it, because they're dummy.
There was a lot of laughing. Like, really, we laughed a lot.
Oh, you know what?
Some of the horrific deaths.
You're right. When we played together, and I was, screaming because I was like, spider, screaming like a little
holy crap,
girl.
what is that? And,
Yeah. No,
that was coming.
That was definitely fun. So I guess it's more of a teamwork
maybe.
kind of thing.
I don't know. It's kind of fun to watch your buddy fail.
Yeah.
And know what to
is
expect
that
if you
not funny?
Anyway. All right, so check it out. And the other one I want to talk about is Marvel Pinball. And it's Zen Studios, which they've been around for a while doing pinball. Zen Pinball, you might have gotten that at PS3 Network launch. They had Zen Pinball. But now they do a Marvel version, and right away when you buy Marvel Pinball, you get 4 tables, and it is Iron Man, Wolverine, Spider-Man, and Blade. And I think 3 out of the 4 are really good. I have a problem with Iron Man. You seem to be doing okay with Iron Man.
Well,
with that board.
Yeah.
But I just have problems with it. I never get the ball to go around. It just goes up and then back down. And up and then back down. And most of the time in that particular table. The rest of them are fun. Anyway, I love pinball. Love me some pinball. And I really wish that I could afford to buy pinball games like the physical games.
I think that this is an absolutely great alternative.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Is that the one I really want is the Simpsons table, because it has 3 different levels and it's really intricate, but it's really expensive. It's like $7,000 or more. This is they can do whatever they want, so they can break the rules somewhat.
Well, I got a question for you. If they were to do the game. Pinball game like the Marvel games, would you prefer that over the pinball table, the physical pinball table?
Maybe just to save space, but I'd rather have the physical.
Okay,
for sure. But having said that, you can get really elaborate with these, and they have the characters, certain key characters in the board that interact with you. If you get into their space 3 times, they come out and
there's a lot of talking while you're playing.
Yeah, there's a lot of little. So it definitely keeps the interest going while you're playing and trying to drive up that score. And a lot of the tables, of course they have multi-ball, but they also have interactive. The little screen, the score screen is in the corner, and especially in the Blade, if you hit a point 3 times, it'll actually have you interactively choose the vampire from a list of 4 heads or a view of 4 heads, and you have to whatever. So you get more points if you're aware of that.
What I liked about that little display was that it kind of stuck old school with the with the little LED
dot matrix thing. Yeah.
And I thought that was a nice touch. It was brought you back.
Yeah, you have to. And then you can also tilt by shaking the controller.
I didn't really. That kind of felt weird. I guess I just need to get used to it.
I don't usually tilt, so it's not drawback for me. But
Tilting is fun.
The games there are interesting. There's 2 more that have been released recently: Fantastic Four and Captain America. I haven't actually played those yet, but Fantastic Four one looks pretty cool.
Yeah, I saw videos of it.
It looks fantastic, and Yeah, I definitely think it's worth a try for sure. I don't know if there's a demo or not, but I think it's like $10. And if you like pinball at all,
Right.
it's definitely worth it.
I would say
You can play online
Right.
with other people.
Right.
And
I would say buy this simply because where are you going to go for pinball anyways?
yeah.
You know, it's not like it's not, and even still, it's, you know, play value is just, you know, replay value is just amazing.
Right.
You know, just sit there and play all the time. So yes, for $10, I think it's totally worth it.
Yeah, it's kind of just repetitive, mind-numbing, whatever, but it's fun. So
Yep,
you just
like
get
Tetris.
into it, and yeah, there you go.
Can't put it down.
So it's a classic already. You should try it out. And you wanted to say a little bit something about LASIK.
LASIK eye surgery has been on my mind for quite some time. I recently got a consultation just to see where we're at, and I'm definitely considering it. Now, the plus sides, obviously, is that I don't need glasses. I can see. I don't have to buy, you know, specifically blue soap so that if I drop it in the shower, I can't find it, slip, fall, crack my head open, and die, which would be horrible, I suppose.
And LASIK can solve all that.
And LASIK can solve all that. The problem, though, is I've been wearing glasses since I was, I think, 5. You know, I was really young, and I've gotten used to it. And when I take off my glasses, it's almost like an escape. You know, everything's crystal clear with the glasses on. You take them off, suddenly you're removed. Suddenly you have peace of mind.
If you're around very hideous people, present company excluded.
Yeah, I'll keep my glasses on for you. But yeah, so I'm not sure if the positive, you know, being able to see is worth the negative, having that kind of aloneness.
Unfortunately, it's one of those things I don't think you'll know the answer until you do it.
Yeah, I agree.
So.
And I think I'm going to do it eventually, but, you know, I just have some more questions for them. I don't know.
Yeah, I technically don't need glasses, and I don't wear contacts or anything like that. I just choose to wear glasses because they're simpler for me.
Right.
And so I don't really find them a problem. I don't ever think, gee, I wish I didn't have glasses, except for maybe in the theater sometimes when they have the glasses that go over.
Well,
it's a little irritating, but
okay. Can you see in the shower?
Yes, I can.
I can't. Can you see, like, when you're going to bed and you just kind of take off your glasses?
Yes.
I can't.
Yes, I can.
Let's see, what other situations? Swimming? You gotta take your glasses off to go swimming, and you can't wear your contacts because they get dry.
Well, when you went in for a consultation, what kind of drawbacks did they raise any? Did they raise any questions?
They said that they can actually scar my brain with a laser. No, they
You will be retarded, but you'll be able to see
crystal clear. Oh man. No, they didn't. Well, then again, they were trying to sell me.
Of course.
So the drawbacks that I found were specifically related to my situation. You know, I guess removal.
It would be interesting to see the waiver that you'd have to sign and see what's in there. You know, like 100% blindness, not our fault. I don't know.
Well, it's just you know, it's the idea of it that's kind of keeping me going back, because they gotta like cut open the pupil and then
shape the cornea,
shape it, and then put it back. And
all right, well, if you have some thoughts, then send them in to Nick. Let him know whether you think LASIK, or maybe if you've had it, you can share your 2 cents. And yeah. All right, so there's a couple of arcade games you should check out, and we'll be here tomorrow for Mortal Kombat.
The series, the complete series, not just the latest video game, but every single one. Well, we talk about them more like a kind of
collective. Yeah. All right, guys, don't miss it. We'll see you later.
Bye. Oh, yeah, we got to do the thing where you shoot.
Oh, come on.
Yes!
Oh,
yes!
There we go.
Yes!
Tomorrow, we take a look at Mortal Kombat.
You want to fix your hair?